What's up, you guys? Happy Thursday. All right, how y'all doing? I hope y'all doing well. Okay, so I'm here to share some things, but before I get into sharing some things, I did want to talk about Pluto going into Aquarius in the next couple of days. Y'all be taking y'all clothes and making them into different clothes. I cut this and it's not doing. Anyways, I'm gonna try not to play with this entire video. But so let's talk about Pluto real quick. So Pluto been at 29 degrees for like, I don't know, a couple of months, right? So it's been a lot of themes coming up, a lot of endings happening in our life, like pivotal endings to support us in um, this earring, to support us in moving forward in the way that is required, that's being asked of us, right? That spirit, our soul, is wanting us to move, right? Because Pluto has a lot to do with the soul's incarnation, if you believe in that, right? Or we don't necessarily have to look at it as a reincarnation thing. I don't know. I know some cultures don't believe in reincarnation, but your soul's coming to being a human, right? So it's like, what is your humanness wanting you or have been asking you? Is this earring gonna stay? I might end up having to take these off, but and we've been in this space of slowly, right? Pluto and Capricorn has been such a slow energy, right? It is just a slow energy. Pluto and Capricorn are both slow moving entities, because Capricorn is wanting something to be long lasting and wanting it to be built strong, right? It's a very forward, tough kind of energy, whereas Pluto, it wants to bring that deep, transformative, pivotal, soul transcending type of change, right? It's at the depths, the core, it's the underworld, right? It is um it's like Thanos, right? Completely changing everything at the snap of a finger, but it hasn't necessarily moved that quick. Pluto has been in Capricorn for the past 16 years, I guess, since I graduated high school. So no, I graduated in 2007. So since 2008, right? Pluto has been in Capricorn. So a lot of pivotal changes have been restructuring, right? Because Capricorn is the structure of things, it's the government, it is what runs, operates, facilitates, brings order to what is real, what is materialized, okay? What matters. And when I say matters, I mean like true matter, like matter. Okay, so it'll be moving into Aquarius on Saturday. And Pluto will be in Aquarius up until it's not completely going into Aquarius yet, right? It's gonna go into Aquarius like it did in 2023, and it's gonna go back into Capricorn, but it's not gonna go back into Capricorn as long as it did in this time span that we've been on in since 2023. Okay, so Pluto is going to go into Aquarius on Saturday. It's going to stay there until May, go up to 2 degrees, and in May it's going to go back. It's going to go into retrograde, and in September it's going to be back at Capricorn of 29 degrees. And with that, this is going to bring back up the themes that we've just been experiencing over this past couple of months, right? This is like a complete final closing of letting go. Like, it's gonna change a lot. Like, this is happening because it begins to go direct in October, right before election time, right, in America. And so this is going to bring a pivotal change with Pluto now finally going into Aquarius. Now, Pluto does not, on the 31st, on New Year's Eve, right? Pluto will be conjunct the sun at Capricorn at 29 degrees. And the next day, on the first of the year of 2025, we'll be moving forward with Pluto going into Aquarius. Okay, for good, right? The next time Pluto go into retrograde, it's going to just be in Aquarius, right? So this is going to um move things very quickly. Any type of transformation is not going to take as long as it did as with Capricorn. Like Capricorn seems to be playing over the same themes over and over and over again, right? And this with Aquarius, that's not taking place. That's not happening. Okay, it's going to be like this is new. This is what it is. Okay, and this is how we're moving forward here on out. Like different change. Like Aquarius is I like to look at it as the God mind. It's a radical shifting of things. It's the unexpected. Okay, it is the community. Okay, it is your friendships. Right, it is your goals, your long-term goals. Like Aquarius represents large sums of money, right? So um, people who have a lot of Aquarius energy, you may find that they don't, if it's not big money, they like what is this, like what is that? But this Pluto going over this Aquarius energy, wherever, it's almost like wherever you have been, where within that Aquarius aspect of things, this is bringing great change to that, like a complete opposite, like a 180. It's not a 360 because that would just bring you right back to where you've been. A 180 opposite. Right, so the fixed sign's gonna feel this. Leo, any Leo placements is gonna feel this the most. We taking these earrings off. Okay. Leo placements is gonna feel this the most for real. Because it'll be opposing that, right? So Leo rising, moon, sun, right? Or if you have some other personal planets that are in Leo, you'll experience that as well. Like even if you have your midheaven or your IC there, right? So that's gonna bring change to either your public image or your personal self, your private life, your influence, right, within everything, all the things. Okay, so I just want to share that because that really fits with what it is that I'm going to say. So January, the year has been starting off very interesting, right? It's January has kind of been this month of exposure. Like, I mean, y'all seen it, like all these things coming out. And recently I've been doing some work for myself, like conjure work, and a lot of things have been coming up, coming out, like revealing, almost, I don't want to say shocking, but like, oh wow, really? Okay. And it's just been this really I don't want to say unbelievable, so you'll know something, you'll see something, but it's not until you really learn it or hear it from somebody else that you're like, oh wow, that's really a thing, that was really happening, like that was true. I should have trusted myself, right? So this is Pluto and Capricorn, in these patterns, these cycles continuing to manifest and put themselves in your face over and over again, wanting you to be like, oh, I was right, I should have listened, kind of thing, right? So within this, Pluto really brings this ability to alchemize, right? Ability to bring great change to something that has been experienced that you don't want no more, right? You don't want to experience it no more. You don't want to feel it no more. You don't want to see it no more. You don't want to be in relation to it anymore, So basically, I wrote some stuff down because I had to get it out before I actually spoke it because I wanted to, I don't know, I just need to do that. So basically, um, I have this thing about me. I always want to see the best in people. I want to support somebody into the highest expression version of themselves. Like I I'm gonna see the best in you before I see the least in you, right? Before I see anything else, even if I see something that is not as the best, you know, um, I'm not gonna act like it isn't there, but I'm definitely going to acknowledge it and be like, okay, we multifaceted people. Okay, we have a lot of expressions of ourselves, right? And I'm not one to judge somebody for the multitude of expressions of themselves, you know, up until a point. Eventually, discernment has to become a thing, So, um, I had this experience, okay, come up, and basically, let me read this. Oh yeah. So I wrote down, all I can see is me doing this, me showing up in this way is letting people play in my face. You know, constantly letting people play in my face. You know, and it's just, I don't know, maybe people don't realize they be playing. I mean, it is what it is, whatever, it's over. But it did make me, or I should say, it inspired me, it encouraged me to want to share with the public some things. So if you feel that, if you're thinking about considering that you would like to work with me, right? If you feel that I am the spiritual support guide for you, right? That I can help you. It's important that you know a few things about me, right? So that you can know whether or not this, right, me is for you or not, you know, and if it falls in the latter of not, like, that's all right, like, because there is so, it's a vast world, okay? There's somebody looking for what it is. There's somebody who has what it is that we're looking for, and I may not be that person. I'm good with that. Like, I'm happier for you to find what it is that you need versus trying to force something with me, you know. So with that, let's start from the beginning. So I'm a root worker, right? I practice hoodoo and conjure. Okay, that those are my personal spiritual practices. Okay, those are the things that that's like the icing on the cake for me and the cherry on top. Granted, I understand that that is not for everybody. I have a very universal perspective, a very human based perspective when it comes to the things that I share and the things it is that I talk about. So I can really connect and support anybody. You do not have to be black, you don't have to be a black American, right? You don't have to be of the diaspora for me to be able to support you with the tools it is that I have, because I have lots of tools, right? I'm not initiated into any ATR because I personally do not feel that my family is African, maybe like far down the line, but even on my, so on my mother's maternal side, going back like 6, 7 generations, it's all in Louisiana up until just one day, you know, one generation begets in Canada, right? And then after being in Canada, we were here in Louisiana, right? And then um my, you know, my maternal grandfather's side, my maternal father, his side, like, still um Virginia, no, not Virginia, Kansas, Alabama. Granted, that could have been some slave trade, something, but I don't know, right? I can't go back far enough. But on my father's side, even I cannot go back very far at all with his, with my grandfather's side. Granted, but they're all in Louisiana too, right? And I do find it interesting that there's not a lot of record when it comes to beyond that, right? So that's like what Opelousas, Louisiana, my, and like I have a big family on that side of my dad's side of the family. He has 11 brothers and sisters, and his dad had like 15, 14, 15 brothers and sisters. My and his mom, my grandmother, had just as many, if not more. Right, so it's a lot of us. All right, and that's all based in Louisiana. Okay, where I was born, a lot of my family is there, but that's because they migrated from Louisiana to there. Okay, so and my grandmother's grandfather was a white man, you know, so I don't really connect with those those styles of spirituality. Like, I don't see anything, I don't have anything against it. I don't, you know, anything like that. I just don't resonate with that, you know. So that's not in my spiel of resources that I have to share. But I have been doing all of this on this path, on this journey of self-healing, of connecting with myself, you know, doing a lot of soul retrieval, okay, coming back in union with me, right? Um, recognizing the duality that exists within me, within my life, and embracing those things and accepting those things and everything like that. And that came from various practices. I've studied a lot. I've uh I've I've practiced a lot of things, right? I've learned many things. I have certificates and degrees in certain things, like, so I'm gonna list them out. And yes, I wrote them down because, and when I wrote them down, I was just like, wow, I didn't realize I've done all of these things. Okay, so this is in areas such as detox therapy. I'm a holistic detox therapist. I studied in herbal medicines, holistic herbal medicines, and healing with herbs. Okay, I'm a yoga instructor. I have gotten certification in raw nutrition. Okay, womb healing and feminine principles was a large theme in my life for a very long time for like maybe, I don't know, 5 6 years. That was just solely my focus. You know, I have a degree in culinary arts. I am a certified hypnotherapist. All right. I do astrology. I taught myself that. I taught myself tarot, but I've taken a lot of classes in tarot with a particular teacher. um, and she's wonderful with her teachings. Okay, and mediumship in different forms of psychic enhancement things, right? So I've worked with a lot of people. I have learned from few people, right? I've learned from fewer than I have worked with, right? And they have all really helped me catalyze and crystallize who I am, right? My belief in myself, right? And what it is that I do, and offer me the tools to be able to feel confident in these things, right? And I'm currently working towards my bachelor's in metaphysical sciences. So by the end of this year, probably before then, I will have a bachelor's in metaphysical sciences, and then I'll be working towards my master's and then my doctorate. And what this basically does for me is allows me, in the master's portion, I become a minister, a reverend, whatever you want to call it. I don't think I see myself calling myself a reverend, but this allows me to work with people, right, from like a church spiritual congregative standpoint. If I wanted to, that's not in my plans. I don't see that in my future. Okay, but with all of that, these are the things that I have to offer, right? That I have to share when it comes to connecting outside of my own personal, the wisdom that I've gained through my experience, right? And the insight and the cultivation of knowing it is that has brought forth for me. You know, you do not have to show up and act like that you on the time that I'm on the stuff that I'm on. Like, that's not what I'm here for. Like, it's not for me to have you do things the way that I do things. I'm here to support you in connecting with yourself, opening up to yourself, being yourself. You know, that's it. Like, anything else that is anything else would be me attempting to um like take some place in your life as you, like, you know, or try to, like, I'm not trying to clone myself. Like, I just want to be me with me by me, you know, and I want you to be able to do the same. That is my intention here. Okay, anything else is just not going to work. It's just not going to work. Okay, so yes, with that, be sure that you speak up for yourself. You know, don't choose to work with me because of me, right? Choose because the message was there for you, because it resonated with you, because at the end of the day, like I'm human. We all human out here. Like that's it. Like I'm not. We got to stop this glorification of others, right? It's good. I think it's inspiring to be inspired by someone else, but let another person being themselves inspire you to be yourself, right? Wholeheartedly rooted in you, rooted in you, okay? Because that's the best thing for all of us, right? Being able to be ourselves and feeling comfortable with all of that. So, yes, you don't have to ever worry about me acting like that. Um, I know what is for you, right? Or more so than anything, that knowing that when something is not for you and trying to force that on you, like that just really, it doesn't allow anything. Man, my hair has grown so much. I need a haircut. But yeah, y'all, that's all I really wanted to say, what I wanted to share. Um, if you have any questions about spiritual counseling with me, reach out. And with the mentorship. So how that's going to work is when you sign up for a mentorship, everything it is that I was offering in the school, you will have full access to it, right? And you will have me supporting you through it if you need that, right? But more than anything, that comes with monthly spiritual counseling along with the work, right? Doing that shadow work, getting into that embodiment, all right? Learning arts of this is information for those who are wanting to tap into that mystic in themselves, that inner guru, right? Know that it's okay to lead themselves and just need some tools to help them get there, right? Or the guidance, the support. That's what I'm here for, okay? Because I have some other changes coming that I'm not going to talk about right now. I'll make another video at a later date, when I have something you can go click on and move forward with that. But yeah, y'all, I hope y'all have a wonderful Jupiter day. It's a great day for contracts and expansion and growth and all of those things. And I'll talk to y'all soon.